Good morning, everybody. I thought we were going to have issues again this morning with technical difficulties, but it seems I tried to go live right at 8 and wouldn't let me. So let's hope for the best today. Good morning. My name is Keli Raymond. I am a psychic medium and channel for the collective consciousness known as the Council. Hey, Siri, put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And welcome to my Sunday morning group meditation and live channeling with the Council. Many of the things that are brought forward in this format is about the book that I've channeled through from the collective consciousness known as the Council. The book is called 7 Universal Truths, The Path to Peace and Prosperity. Book that I've been channel writing for 10 years and now started a video series vlog on TikTok about it. I invite everybody to follow along. Most of them are about 5-minute videos, video clips. There's probably going to be in total 50. I'm about on number 24 now. But the book is an autobiography. It overviews my life 10 years ago, how it turned upside down, and I was in a moment of complete loss, asking God, why? Why is this shit happening? Why? Why? When I try so hard, I heard a little whisper from the council, who I didn't realize was the council at the time, but I heard a divine whisper saying, okay, we're going to tell you why. We're going to tell you why. And we are going to, as we do, have you learn some spiritual truths, a higher truth about yourself, which is going to help to transform your life. And in turn, you make space for this book to be moved through you, then you will speak to other people and share this because they too have questions as to why. So let me get Laura on here because I don't see her on yet. Hey, Siri. Text Laura James. Where are you? I'm on live. Okay, so anyway. So I invite everybody to my TikTok. It's Hypno Psychic Keli on TikTok, and follow along my video series. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't relish in the idea of, talking about how my life has been for the past 10 years and how it eventually is turned around. But because, I'm bearing warts and all and showing and not so great moments of me and some other people that I have chosen to engage my energy and time and space and love with. But it's a story. It's a story, and it's a story of transformation. It's a story of a journey, a spiritual journey. It's a story of a journey to self-love that probably many can relate to. If this, as the council said, many people are asking why and why they've chosen me to be an instrument to channel these 7 universal truths through in a different way, because I venture to say that some of these truths are not new. They've been around as long as Jesus was walking the earth, and they bastardized his message. His message was awfully simple, and it's been misconstrued for man's purpose. But through Buddha, through Muhammad, through all these different messengers that have brought forward a lot of these foundational truths about ourselves, has been in a more warm, fuzzy manner. And I'm a lot of things warm, fuzzy. I can be, but I'm also pretty hard hitting too and in your face, and I'm pretty irreverent. So having been a product of Catholic school institution and it never sitting well in my spirit, it always never made sense to me how God can be put forward as unconditional love, compassion, non-judgment, yet all these rules that we need to do, and we need to not be judged by God to gain entrance into what is otherwise our home base and we're all a part of anyway. It made no sense to me. That's because when shit doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. So it sent me on my spiritual journey as a young 17-year-old student at UC Berkeley. And I taught myself the art of meditation. I'm waiting for folks to come on, so this is why I'm going through this. So we'll wait another 4 minutes or so. But as a young student at UC Berkeley, and I taught myself the art of meditation and started learning my intuitive gifts. I had no clue that I had intuitive gifts. As I sit and practice now, I talk to dead people. I do energy work. I'm a medical intuitive. I go into people's body and scan for health issues. Hell, my daughter who has a cat, a crazy ass bitch of a cat, I might add. I say that, Maya, with love and light. But anyway, cat's trip. Cat's got major attitude, right? She said, read Titania. So the other day I read Titania. I read Titania like a book, y'all. So I guess I'm going to start adding pet psychic to my list of things to do. And that's how spirit shows you things that you can do them. You just try, But I assert that everybody's got intuitive gifts. I'm not special. Now, maybe not everybody is meant to work with people in the same way that I use my gifts or to the degree that I have my gifts, but everybody's got them and it's meant to navigate us in our life. But anyway, medical intuitive, I'm a channel. So sometimes even through these meditations, obviously through these meditations, spirit sits in me and the council sits in me and speaks right through me. But sometimes even in my waking consciousness, they'll just take over my mouth and start saying stuff, especially when I teach and I'm a therapist in my sessions. So, yeah. I also access the Akashic Records Hall and access the records of our various lifetimes. That's kind of a cool thing. Also, they don't tell you about the Akashic Records Hall, but it's got a lot of other cool things. It's got a place for healers to go and learn how to become a better healer, a deeper level healer, and all these different aspects. Crystal room. I've been shown a lot of things in the Akashic Records Hall. And also I do tarot, but that's just kind of a fun thing. It's just a focal point. I don't need anything to do readings for people. So, so that's what I do. But that's what I learned. That's what I taught myself. But I didn't have a sense that I knew how to do any of these things. In fact, my first knowing was at 16 when I was going through a college handbook that one of my sisters had left. And she had since gone to UCLA. My other two sisters, both of them went to UCLA and one went to Yale. I got some badass sisters, y'all. But I was thumbing through and I came across UC Berkeley. Now, the only point of reference I knew about UC Berkeley was Patty Hearst and the kidnapping. My very first knowing, though, that I'm going there. That's where I'm going to school, no doubt. And I did. And it was a phenomenal experience. And that's where I started my spiritual journey. So everything in life, this is where we're going to start out with our meditation, because they're activating the button, go and talk now about today. So you should know that in me even saying this about my past, that it just brings up for me that as I reflect back in what this book has shown me, through the channel writings is that everything in my life, starting from how I was born, to how the challenges that I had as a young girl growing up, is all by design. And it all is preparing you for the next step of your journey. And the struggle is meant to help forge a new and better version of yourself that reflects your God sense, because we're all God in human form. And it's my firm belief that we all came here to experience life and to create from learning that truth and expressing it in our human form, that we're God in human form. That's the whole deal. So every cycle of challenge that you have, every cycle is preparing you to become a bigger and better badass in your life. Many times that's what I hold on to. That's what I absolutely hold on to, and it gets me through. Because it has been from channeling these 7 universal truths. Oh, I'm starting to get emotional. That I've learned that to accept challenge, to accept things that come up that are not what you expect, that are not necessarily what you were hoping for, but to lean into the trust and faith of your plan that you designed, that God agreed to, as she agreed to you coming here, creating your meat suit and aspecting yourself as him in life form. There's a plan to all that. And I planned it. Source agreed to it. So it's happening for a reason. It's absolutely happening for a reason. So trust in the plan. Trust in what I don't remember. And lean into remembering with that truth that I'm God in human form, because that's what this is all about. Yeah. So, hello. We're just having folks starting to join in. I've been talking about 7 universal truths and some things that have led us to this meditation today. Welcome. I see you guys coming on now. I've been on for about 12 minutes, 13 minutes talking, but I guess that's how it's meant to be, right? So, yeah. So is that what Spirit wanted me to talk about, or did they want to talk about something else too before they start channeling? They want me to talk more about challenge. Oh, they just want me to cry today, don't they? I don't feel like talking about challenge. It's enough to live it. But I'm a dutiful messenger. I'm just the instrument. So, okay, here we go. Yeah. For example, with challenge, again, this isn't unique to me. How many of you can think back to a big challenge that you had and can reflect and say, wow, at the time I couldn't appreciate that, but I'm so glad that that happened. That's what this book is all about that I wrote. So it's a book of hope. It's a book of hoping that people can see a part of themselves inside of my story that may help them at whatever juncture that they're in. Now, I do understand that this will not be everybody's cup of tea. Don't come at me. If it's not your cup of tea, be universal truth in action, and shut the fuck up. Be love. Don't come at me. The answer to everything is love. Feels better. no bad things can happen from it. Yeah, so just stand in love and shut the fuck up. See, this is why they call me the Reverend Messenger, right? Because this is how I deliver 7 universal truths, which is to show y'all that, if Source can speak to me, which most of how I am and how I speak about religion is considered irreverent and how dare I and all that. Look, we need another messenger for these truths so people can get it, because it hasn't been gotten the warm fuzzy way. So here I am. So just deal with it. Just deal with it. So anyway, welcome to the Sunday morning live meditation. I'm seeing people have joined. So I am here today to channel the council who channeled the book, 7 Universal Truths, Path to Peace and Prosperity. And we're all looking for some peace, goddamn it, right? So hence here I am on a Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. Believe me, this is an exercise of being in service to the collective, because I would much rather be in my bed sleeping, because I was up until about 4 o'clock this morning. Up on the hour every hour. So believe me, I do this because this is how I breathe. This is of my service-oriented heart, and this is what is needed in the collective. They're telling me, keep going. The collective needs it. So here I am. All right. So I'm going to fall silent for a moment because I'm tired of hearing myself talk. And I'm going to let the council come through. Stand by. Is Laura on first? Laura, are you on? I just got a message about the water. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. We're here. Greetings to all. We are the council. We sent this one off to go play her drums energetically. She needs a break. We bid you a good morning. We bid you a beautiful, prosperous, abundant, happy, and peaceful New Year to all of you as you embark upon this year of 2025. It is our hope. It is our deepest desire for all of you to begin anew. And this is what we would like to speak about today: your ability to begin anew with each and every day. Every day, indeed, is a great day to be great. Every day is your opportunity to make every day great. That is because of our universal truth number one, that you are all God in human form. You being that, you stepping into that truth, you really coming to embody that knowing, that truth, that knowing that that is your truth, is how you can every day awaken to make every day your version of greatness, because you all have greatness seated deep, deep, deep within you. We bring forward these 7 universal truths to all of you so that you can unearth that greatness that's deep, deep, indeed deep within you. We also submit that it is far easier for you all to access than what you believe. In fact, your limiting beliefs is what keeps you, so many of you, from aspecting your greatness, when every day is a great day to be great. The fact that you are all incarnated into your human life is visual, tangible, material proof of your ability for greatness. You all aspected yourself. You all manifested yourself, your bodies. You all planned your personalities. You all planned your family units. You all planned thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of different pathways to your free will choices that could lead you through your lifetime into all the experiences and desires that you have. You all planned your life, including all of your desires, your goals, your challenges. In fact, those challenges are how you reach your North Node. Those challenges are how you get to the best of the best of the best of your life. Invite them in, welcome them in. Know that your greatness is on the other side of each and every one of them. Because you all are God in human form, capable, so capable, limitlessly capable of achieving all things that you can desire. In fact, the fact that you have them is the reason for them. The fact that you have them is because you were meant to achieve them. The fact that you have them means that they are meant for you. Limiting beliefs, filtering limiting beliefs, both known and unknown, keep you from them all. It is why we start out this book, 7 Universal Truths, The Path to Peace and Prosperity, with universal truth number 1, you are all God in human form. It is why we start that one as to what she refers to as the big daddy of all universal truths, because it is our desire, it is our hope for you, it is our guidance, it is our greatest, deepest suggestion to all of you to remember this each and every day, so that you open yourself up to all the possibilities that are available to you. In fact, miracles that are perceived. This is one of many of you, most of your limiting beliefs that filters, that they're a rarity, that they are unlikely. Whereas the truth of the matter is that miracles are your natural way of being. It is the natural state in your world. You live your life by the perception that you all have. What you look at is what you experience. Most of you look at limitation from moment to moment in your day and what limits you in your life. So consider your truth. That has now been presented to you, that you are all God in human form, those with a soul. The life experience is that of polarity. There are some that walk your earth plane without them. And they are there for a specific reason of offering contrast so that you all can aspect more and more your godness within you. And we also submit that you all allow too many of them to write your narratives. to define you in ways that are not meant to be. They're just meant to offer clarity, not define you, not limit you. So you live your life by your perspective. We encourage you to open your lens wider. Open your lens beyond what your human experience shows you. Inner resource more. Go inward for your answers and not outside of yourself, because they are all there for you. Go inward. Aspect that God sense, that communication with the bigger part of you that's always there, ready, waiting to help guide you to your destiny. We are encouraging you to, as you come to know more and more and accept more and more of your truth that you are God in human form, that this human experience is just a minute aspect of your truth, of the bigger part of who you are. The bigger part of who you are is eternal spirit, eternal energy that lives within you, that has a wealth of wisdom and advice to offer you. In fact, any challenge that you have, we submit as it comes up. The solution is presented almost simultaneously with it. But you can't see it, you can't access it unless you go in for it. So we encourage that you do. We didn't throw you out here to the wolves. We promise you, there is a plan to all that you are experiencing. There is a bigger plan. There's a bigger plan at play. And you are well equipped to navigate any challenge that comes up to you. In fact, as you aspect the bigger part of yourself, you can view any challenge that you have as a very low hurdle to get over. But you have to go inward in order to access your greatness, to be able to easily navigate over it. And you can. And it's easy. You all have been taught so many limiting beliefs, and that to access the divine is difficult. It's full of a lot of pomp and circumstance, that it's ceremonial, that it needs a lot of these prescriptions in order to do it. While they can't hurt, they all serve as a focus point in getting there. They are not necessary. As you practice your level of focus, as this one does, she walks around with her ear in spirit most times. She commonly says that she speaks to us probably more than she speaks to her own children. We are an integral part of her life existence. And she speaks to us many times in the day. She uses us during her therapy sessions. We sometimes will come in and hijack her sessions, and she trusts and leans in enough, tunes in enough that she hears where we are nudging her to go for the highest and best good of her clients. And inevitably, as she relents and allows us to lead the way, by the end, she understands why the nudge was there, and grateful to herself to be attuned to that degree, to be led. She is not the only one that can do this. Each and every one of you can do this. So what we are trying to do here is give you the keys to peace, prosperity, and happiness through these 7 universal truths. We are attempting to answer the question as to why tough things happen in people's lives. We are attempting to give you the answers to the gateway to gaining and achieving more of what it is that you would desire in your life, and to learn how to go more with the flow, and the understanding that everything that happens in your world, in your experience, is there to support you. Nothing is asserted against you at all. Nothing. It's all in support of you, your plan that you came into this lifetime to experience and achieve. And it all, dare we say, is for the joy of you experiencing the process of figuring it out as you go. I use an example of a smorgasbord, that when you go into a smorgasbord, or that there can be laid out so many of your favorite foods, it's not possible, nor would you want to eat all of your favorite foods for your entire lifetime in one sitting. No. This is how you planned your life, to have it spaced out and you be prepared for, and you to enjoy the process of figuring out how to get there. This is what the life experience is all about. And we want to remind each one of you that comes across this video, that this information resonates with, if you were one of the ones that have been asking so many why questions as this one did 10 years ago, and hence why the book has come through. She is stepping in. Give us 1 minute. Go read your book of knowledge. Okay, we digress. We just sense from her that she is as we speak about challenges too, I'm going to digress for a minute. And we've talked on this before, that sometimes this one gets a little battle fatigued, because she's one that is open to doing her work, that she is one that senses that she is always willing to look in at the things that are not working for her and be willing to right the ship, because she does not want to be fear-riddled of things. She does not want to be bound and shackled by it. She does not want to be treading water in the same place, especially as it relates to discomfort. But there are sometimes layers to healing. There are sometimes layers. And when challenge comes to greet so many of you, and you feel as though you've overcome a particular challenge, and then you find that the cycle comes back up again, or that, as your many would tell you in your limiting beliefs, that God is testing you to see if you've learned your lesson. That is not what that is at all. Everything is energy. So the energy that you put out is what creates your experiences that move forward for you to have. So when you feel as though you have overcome a certain cycle and then it shows up once again, dare we say that there is an aspect of it still in your energy that if it is not what you're desiring, still needs some attention, as far as understanding what the limiting belief is that's filtering, that's causing it to move forward again and again and again and again. So law is law. Energy is energy. There are laws to energy. As you learn them more and understand yours more, those are the keys to you unlocking the doors to so much more of what it is that you're wanting. That is offering you the key to unlock the door to peace. That is the door of unlocking the key to unlocking the door of your abundance. Money too is energy. Love is energy. Peace is energy. Peace is a byproduct of your energy, should we say. So you are all the architect of your experience. Nothing is being put upon you. Nothing is being asserted upon you. Nothing is happening to you that you didn't call forward, either in your energy or in your life plan. So as things come up, use them as your opportunities. Use them as your experiences to become a greater, grander version of yourself that reflects you being God in human form. Because this is the whole reason why you came into the lifetime. That's it. And we're trying to make it easy in these 7 universal truths by helping to explain them maybe in a different way than we have before through this irreverent messenger. That you are all deserving, that you are all unconditionally loved and supported, even a potty mouth messenger like her. There is no judgment about anything. And if so many of you were able to release that limiting belief, you could live a life of such greater peace. We submit to you that so many of your religious institutions, they have done so many of you a great disservice, because man runs them. Man has the need for control. Man has a need for power. Man has a need for money, not source. So they have taken the fundamentals of our words, of our truths, and misconstrued them for man's benefit. So we come through with these 7 universal truths to set the record straight. And the first one being that there is no judgment for you, any of you, at all, because you're God in human form. God is whole and complete, and there is nothing in God and the perfection of God to be judged. You are here having experiences. There's nothing to be judged in you having the experiences as you learn to grow and ascend, create. There is nothing in God to judge. You are perfection. The only imperfection is the perception that you are imperfect. This one has created a whole line of retail products under the Irreverent Messenger brand that are interesting concepts from the 7 universal truths. Love one another, don't be an asshole. Manifest like a motherfucker. There's no judgment in it. And it drives the point home. And that is our desire. That is our desire. Ask and is given. Deliberately create, don't regurgitate. Reflects our teachings on the art of deliberate focus. All of these are divine inspirations that we've given her. You all are inspired many times in a day. So it's a matter of what you do. Do you honor them or do you dismiss them? Do you honor them or dismiss them? So as we reflect back to, you perceive your life based upon, you live your life based upon your perceptions. Knowing what you know today, that you are God in human form, what will you choose? Will you choose to, through your thoughts, when they run negative, understand that that is a limiting belief that's filtering, that's at play. Understand that and know that there is nothing limited about you. You're God in human form. Take the moment to honor your emotions for what they are telling you. Negative ones are a red flag that your limiting belief is front and center in that moment, directing your path of thought. And why that's important is because your path of thought is what you create from. So it's our greatest suggestion to you to take the moment and reflect and consider what is the limiting belief that's filtering right now as I am experiencing this negative belief. What do I have to believe in order to feel this way? And this is how you begin to understand greater what your limiting beliefs are, especially the ones that are not present in your conscious mind, that are running subconscious programs. And redirect them. Understand that it can't be true if you're God in human form, because you are whole and complete and lacking nothing. So as an exercise, let us leave you with this for this week. When you experience negative belief, negative emotion, understand that there is a negative belief pattern that's filtering and at play. Take a moment to stop. Ask yourself the question, what must I believe in order to feel this way? And unroot that negative belief, reminding yourself that you are God in human form, limitless in your abilities to manifest that of what it is that you are wanting. But it starts with your thoughts. In order to redirect your thoughts, you need to redirect your limited belief systems. So start with waking up in the morning. I am God in human form. I am God in human form, capable of anything. I am a limitless creator. I am indeed. And carry on about your day, reminding yourself that from that truth, every day is a great day to be great. Every day is a great day to be great. So as I carry through my day, I will be mindful of the negative emotions that crop up, knowing that that is not my truth. Identify and unseat the limiting beliefs. Redirect my thoughts to what my desires are. front load your thoughts that way. And that, our beloveds, is the makings for a beautiful life of peace and prosperity, and setting you on course towards all of your desires. We are with you always, always, lovingly, unconditionally loving you and supporting you. Until the next time. But for now, we will fall silent for the next 3 clock minutes, setting intention out into the world to increase the vibration on your planet Earth. The power of collective intention is beyond your perception, and why we have encouraged this one to do this meditation each and every weekend. So for the next 3 clock minutes, we will fall silent as you, any one of you that come across this video now and later, sets intention out into the universe. You're helping your planet Earth raise its vibration and levels of humanity. And so we begin. They're gone. All right. This ran way long today, but I guess they had lots to say. I remember about half of what they said. I don't remember all of it. All right. I hope this message has helped. And I hope that those who are meant to receive it are guided to it. Leave a comment if you're so inclined as to if this message resonates with you. And also, please like and share this video with anyone else who you feel can gain from it, who is also looking to gain more as far as living your highest and best life, interested in understanding what's beyond this human lens as far as our avenues towards more of what it is that we are seeking in this lifetime, and want to be a part of raising the vibration and levels in humanity. Namaste, everyone. Happy 2025. Wishing you all the best. Love and light. Bye-bye.